There is a town in Canada where houses sell for $15,000. Three-bedroom bungalows, yards, garages. The price is not a mistake. The town is dying. The population dropped 70% in 20 years. The school closed, the hospital closed. The grocery store operates 2 days a week. Most residents are over 65, but people are buying, not many, but some. Retirees on fixed income, remote workers seeking extreme affordability, contrarians betting on unlikely revival. Most Canadians do not know these towns exist. Towns that peaked at 5,000 now have 800. Economic bases evaporated. Young people left. Services closed. The death spiral accelerated. We ranked 8 towns where decline is measurable and ongoing on 4 criteria: severity of population loss, collapse of economic foundation, current serviceability, and realistic trajectory. Number 8. Uranium City, Saskatchewan, population 70, down from 2,500 in 1980. The uranium mines closed in 1982. Road access exists only in winter via ice road. Summer requires a float plane. Satellite internet available but expensive and slow. Average house price, $25,000. No grocery store, no gas station. Everything arrives by plane, making the actual cost of living paradoxically high despite cheap housing. Why people still buy? Extreme affordability. The lake attracts fishermen. Prices low enough that buying becomes impulse. Why it ranks 8th. The economic base disappeared in 1982, but 70 people still live here. Towns above it are further along the same path. Number 7. Leaf Rapids, Manitoba, population 400, down from 1,800 in 1980. Built for nickel mining. Mine closed in 2002. Paved road access. A school and small grocery store still operate. XploreNet satellite internet. Adequate for basic remote work. Average house price, $45,000. Why people still buy? Retirees find the affordability attractive. Remote workers seeking cheap basic connectivity occasionally settle here. Why it ranks 7th? Basic services still exist, but the population ages with no replacement. The question is not whether services collapse, but when. Number 6. Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia. Population 2,300, down from 4,800 in the 1980s. Built for coal mining in 1981. Original mines closed in 2000. New mines opened, but employment never recovered. Paved road access. School and grocery store operate. TELUS DSL available. Average house price, $185,000. Why people still buy? Mountains, trails, and dinosaur fossil sites attract lifestyle and recreation buyers. Remote workers seeking affordability buy. Why it ranks 6th? The outdoor recreation economy gives Tumbler Ridge a recovery path that purely industrial towns lack. The possibility exists, which puts it above towns with no plausible alternative. Number 5. Thompson, Manitoba, population 13,000, down from 19,000 in the 1980s. Thompson exceeds the typical size for this list, but the decline is driven by the same forces: single industry dependence and automation. Vale's nickel mine still operates but employs far fewer workers. Bell MTS fiber, gigabit available, strongest internet on this list. Average house price, $185,000. Hospital, schools, and grocery stores all operate. Why people still buy? The mine still provides employment. Full services exist. Affordability relative to southern Manitoba is real. Why it ranks 5th? Declining slowly rather than rapidly. The pattern and endpoint are the same. The timeline is just longer. Number 4. Elliott Lake, Ontario, population 11,000, down from 18,000 in the 1980s. Uranium mines closed in the 1990s. The town reinvented as a retirement destination. The strategy partially worked, then stalled. Rogers broadband available. Average house price, $125,000. Why people still buy. Extreme affordability for Ontario. Retirees find genuine value. Cash purchases are possible. Why it ranks fourth. The retirement strategy exposed the fundamental problem. You cannot build a sustainable town exclusively on a population that is aging out. Services exist today. The direction does not change. Number 3. Marystown, Newfoundland. Population 5,200, down from 7,500 in the 1990s. The 1992 cod moratorium was the economic catastrophe. The fishery never recovered. Bell Alient broadband available. Average house price, $145,000. Hospital and grocery stores still function, but the population supporting them shrinks each year. Why people still buy. Newfoundland diaspora buy for retirement or family connections. Coastal living attracts lifestyle buyers. Why it ranks third. The cod moratorium removed the entire economic foundation in one policy decision. 30 years later, there is no clear recovery mechanism. Number 2. Kapuskasing, Ontario, population 8,300, down from 12,000 in the 1980s. Built on forestry. Mill closures and automation over 3 decades eliminated the employment base. Bell broadband available. Average house price, $165,000. Hospital, schools, and grocery stores still function, but empty houses and closed storefronts are visible throughout. Why people still buy. Franco-Ontarian community attracts Francophone buyers. Remote workers seeking cheap northern housing occasionally settle here. Why it ranks second. All services exist today, but the financial math of maintaining them deteriorates each year. The forestry employment will not return. The town is further along the collapse timeline than current service levels suggest. Number 1. Gagnon, Quebec, population 0. Abandoned in 1985. Not a dying town, a dead one. Gagnon was built in the 1960s for iron ore mining. At peak, 3,500 people lived here. The mine closed in 1985. The entire population was relocated within months. The buildings were demolished or left to decay. There is no house price. There is nothing to buy. Why it ranks first. Gagnon is here because it shows where the path leads. Every other town on this list is on the same trajectory Gagnon completed. Single industry dependence, economic collapse, population exodus, service failure, total abandonment. The road to the site still exists. The foundations are visible, but no one lives there. Some towns on this list will stabilize. Some will become Gagnon. The difference is whether a replacement economy emerges before the population falls below the threshold that services require to survive. Conclusion. 8 towns. Uranium City to Gagnon. Each at a different point on the same timeline. The people buying in these towns understand the trade. Extreme affordability in exchange for declining services, aging communities, and uncertain futures. For pensioners or remote workers, the math can work. Today, the dying continues regardless. Some towns stabilized. Some become Gagnon. Your move.